DNA test revealed my GF cheated on me and the baby is not mine. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. I've been on Reddit a while and began lurking this sub when I first suspected my GF was cheating. I had hoped I wouldn't be here posting, but here we are. I, 28 meters, have been with my GF, 25F, for just about 2 years. The relationship was good and then she tells me she's pregnant. For the most part, I'm careful and she said she was on birth control. I was skeptical but went to an appointment. I then figured it was just one of those things. I always wanted a family, so even though this was not how I wanted to begin, I was overjoyed. We're past the first trimester and I have her move in at her insistence. Insert red flag I missed, we're planning what we will do work-wise and how to set up the baby's room. She is pretty insistent she will go back to work but be able to stay home. She swears she can make it work. I go to every appointment with her. Things are still good. We're in the 3rd trimester and I make my schedule work to still go to every appointment. Up until this point, I had been at each appointment in its entirety. This one appointment, she's asked me to wait so she can talk to the doctor first. I'm super concerned that something is wrong with the baby and she didn't want me to hear. I go in and the checkup is done. Everything looks good. My GF brushes off my concern over why I couldn't be there for all of it. Another red flag. We're about a month and a half from the due date and I notice her being kind of secretive with phone calls and texts. She tells me it's work and it's confidential, etc. My antenna is now up, so I try to get looks at her phone. She's got Snapchat and Kik. I find it strange but don't confront her. The baby is born and I'm overwhelmed with emotion. The child is perfect and things went fine. Then comes the part where they want me to go on the birth certificate. My GF becomes really insistent about it. She's constantly asking me to do it and seems way more anxious I've ever seen her. Here's the red flag I didn't miss. I don't do it. We have an argument but she stops pushing. I think it's because she knows how suspect it looks already. We're home and she has to go tend to the baby after it woke up. I noticed she set her phone down to go to the baby. I couldn't help it and looked. It was still unlocked. I start looking for texts or calls. I then find a whole conversation on Kik with a guy. All the updates of her appointments. Pictures of her and the baby. Then I see it. The place she says she thinks it's his child. I confront her and she apologizes. She admits the baby could be mine or someone else but she thinks it's mine. I demand a paternity test and leave. It's been about a week since the confrontation. The results came in yesterday and the baby isn't mine. She's gone to live with her mother. Here's the best part. It took me a lot of digging seeing as all I had were usernames she talked to him to. The father is her boss. The secrecy was for him. The boss with a wife and 4 kids in middle and high school. I found the wife on Facebook and sent her all I had, including texts from my GF saying it's his. I'm heartbroken so many ways. I'm lucky in a lot of ways here, but I'm so hurt. This has completely changed my whole outlook. I'm bitter, angry and untrusting. I have no idea how to recover from this. I've still not spoken to her. I can't bring myself to. I'm conflicted because I still bonded with that baby. Yet I am not the father. That is painful. She still tries to contact me. I don't know if it's love. I won't talk to her. On to the guy who is the father. I told his wife. She didn't respond immediately. I found out through my ex that he lost his job. There's some justice in the world. He won't have anything to do with my ex. He blames her for the mess he's currently in. His wife contacted me over a week later. She apologized for what I went through. She was still in shock, I guess. She kicked him out. I have no idea where he went. Their kids know. Everyone knows. My ex still works there but is in the process to find a new job, seeing as literally everyone knows what happened now. I'm still in shock some and still heartbroken. This holiday will be tough and sad for me. I know there's hope. I know it will get better. This shook me to my core and I don't know how long it'll take. I'm ready to swear off any relationship ever again. Here are some best comments from community. Assuming she took all her stuff with her when she moved back to her parents' home, there is no good reason to talk to her anymore. You will do yourself a big favor if you work out what is going on in your head with a therapist. In the meantime, you are obviously a great guy. You rescheduled your whole life around your ex's prenatal appointments, you work hard at your job, and you were smart enough to catch that last red flag before you signed any birth certificate. You are also plenty young enough to start all over from scratch, have a long-lasting and satisfying relationship, and even have your own kids. Feel your feelings now, resolve everything as best as you can, and when you're not really looking, something will come your way. As bad as this ordeal has been for you, and it certainly has, be thankful you did not put your name on the birth certificate. Be thankful that her ruse was uncovered and that she is now stuck living with the consequences of her actions, and none, and I mean none of the blame can be attributed to you in any way. What a deceived human being. I feel so sad for the child. That you bonded and were so ready to love that baby only shows what a kind, loving father one day you'll be. I'm sad for her baby too. Her decisions impacted negatively many lives. It's okay to mourn the loss of your hypothetical family. It's okay to feel shattered. Just remember that you weren't the one cheating, lying and homewrecking. That's not love. She was insistent on you being on the birth certificate because she wanted to con you into paying child support when you eventually find out. Take care of yourself. She doesn't want to be a single mother, but damn, she sure earned it. Every time you feel the least bit sorry for her, you need to remember she was trying to con you into signing that paper because she didn't want to admit she cheated. I kind of wish that a paternity test should be legally required before any man is allowed to sign on the line. Feel for you, man. I'm in a similar situation, found out my partner was having an affair and we have a 5-month-old. Still waiting on the paternity results, and I have left the house and barely see the baby. It's tough going. I'm sure you've not had a lot of time for heart-to-hearts with your ex lately, but did she have a plan with this guy? Did she think he was going to leave his wife to be with her? Was he going to pay child support, or was her plan to get you stuck into the role of unwitting daddy to the baby? To restate what I said in the previous post, that's paternity fraud. It's a serious thing, and the courts are taking notice. If she willingly tried to dupe you into being the father, and knew you were not, that's criminal. On the other hand, there might have been a reasonable assumption you were the father, having lived with her during this time, so it likely wouldn't stick if you pursued this. If you feel inclined, you can pursue it. It might not be worth the dollar or effort. You're hearing you dodged a bullet a lot, I'm guessing, but guess what, you really did. It's sad for the child that this happened, but it's definitely not your circus and she's not your monkey. Leave her in the past. As painful as it all is, you need to move on. She had another man's child, so she isn't, and really never was, your girlfriend. She was a liar and a lot of other things, but never your partner. She has a child now, and the child isn't yours. Someday you'll be a father and you can give your children all this love you have. For now though, you need to step away and work on you for a while, get yourself to a better place so when you find someone worth caring for you'll be mentally and emotionally ready. Good luck, man, you're gonna be okay. You dodge a bullet. The other scenario where you signed in the birth certificate and found out later would have been a bigger pain for you. Take this as an experience in life and move in. There are many girls out there for you to fall in love with and life goes on. Better than before. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but you dodged a massive bullet. Not only did she cheat but became pregnant with his child. You may have ended up marrying that morally bankrupt girl and later, after possibly having your own child, finding out she's cheating with a guy and a messy divorce ensues. There are plenty of smashing girls out there who will love you as much as you could love them back. Don't forget though to don't break any hearts when you get back going out with someone. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.